Good morning everyone, my name is Siddharth Chima of class 10th.
My name is Gopesh Gupta of class 11th, studying in APJ School, Mahavir Marg, London.
The problem statement or the reason for making this project is to shift the electricity generation from fossil fuels to a sustainable fuel like our project, that is the piezoelectric effect. Other added advantages of this is implementation, scale, time, efficiency, and most importantly the cost of implementation as compared to any other sustainable fuel like solar electricity or windmills, etc. So today we have made a project called electricity generating roads. Now what this project means is that we want to generate electricity using the vehicles that run on the roads. Now how this project will work is that the roads will be laid out by the piezoelectric sensors or the piezoelectric pads. Now when the vehicles run on these roads, due to the piezoelectric effect, due to the tension and the compression of the piezoelectric material, electricity would be generated. So this would be very helpful and very efficient if implemented on a large scale. So now what we want to do is that suppose that there is a 1 kilometer road. So we want to lay out the piezoelectric effects in a pentagonal shape which would create the highest efficiency plus provide the maximum protection by using ceramic plates. So these piezoelectric effects will be covered by ceramic plates to provide the maximum protection from the weight of the vehicles. So after these sensors generate electricity, they will come to a common point and then there will be an on-grid system. This AC electricity produced by the piezoelectric effect would be sent to the government, which would be further processed and distributed for the consumers. Now why this is better is because this is a fully sustainable source of energy rather than a non-sustainable source like fossil fuels which would run out within a time gap of 200 to 300 years. So this would not only help our environment but also reduce the cost of electricity by a significant amount. To implement this, the first thing we have to do is that we have to make the piezoelectric sensors much more efficient. Now the piezoelectric effects that are available to us for our model making can produce an electricity of 2 millivolts when paired with Arduino. So let us suppose that there is a 1 kilometer of road and 1000 piezoelectric effects are laid out with ceramic platings and in pentagonal shape as I mentioned before. Now as each of these sensors produces a voltage of 2 millivolts, so in total they will produce a voltage of 2000 volts, and if this system is laid out on the entire road system of India, then according to our calculations an electricity generation of 18,800 terawatts hour can be generated, which is about 85% of the total electricity consumption in the fiscal year of 2019 to 2020. Please note that the calculations that we have shown you are based on the data as follows: that on every 1 kilometer of road, around 1000 piezoelectric pads or piezoelectric sensors would be placed in the pentagonal shape, each producing a voltage of 2 millivolts. This value should be further multiplied by a value of about 5 million kilometers, that is the total length of the roads in India, and this value should be further multiplied by 1000 as is the amount of times that the piezoelectric would go under compression and tension, and this should further be multiplied by the amount of days, that is 365 in a year. So just by laying this out only on the roads of India, we are producing about 85% of the world's consumption, and this can be a very good replacement for the future use, and we can finally move on to a sustainable future for the betterment of our future generations. Not only this, the implementation cost of this would be highly low. The reason is that currently the price of a piezoelectric pad that we are using with Arduino and the calculations that are based on it is about 10 to 20 rupees. But when the government supports us and we go out to implement it on a large scale, then the cost would be reduced by a very huge amount. Another thing that I want to note here, that all our calculations are based on the efficiency of the piezoelectric effect that we pair with Arduino. So if we are talking about the large scale implementations, we are also talking about the improvement in the sensor and the pad, which would be highly beneficial for us. So let us just say that even if we are able to improve the efficiency by 50%, which is generally in the market, and if the government supports us, we will be able to do it. That would really double the production of 18,000 terawatts, which is around 36,000 terawatts hour, which almost doubles the total electricity consumption of the world. Another thing is that due to the protection of tons and tons of weights and trucks and vehicles on the road, these piezoelectric sensors would not only be composed of a piezoelectric pad, but also a coating of ceramic sheet. So what I mean by saying this is that the piezoelectric pad would be equipped with a ceramic coating on top of it. Because ceramic has such a high tensor strength, it would protect the piezoelectric sensor after compression and tension of the same. So what this means is that just laying these out on the roads would really give us a time gap without any renewability from 15 to 20 years, which really matches. So what do I mean to say by this is that zero maintenance would be required for these piezoelectric effects for nearly 15 to 20 years.
My role in this project includes idea and concept, coding, circuit designing, and the overall making of this project.
My role in this project includes model making, designing, circuit building, and overall making of this project.
Thank you.